Hello. It's been a while since I've blogged you guys, so I'm a little rusty around the edges. But I wanted to come to you guys first to say thank you to all of my supporters who took the time and the initiative to purchase my book, Life Editing, which was one of the first books that I released in the year 2012. One of my first projects for the year. There's two other projects following that. And you guys can kind of prepare for that, especially you guys who are entrepreneurs. Let me start off with Life Editing. Life Editing is a book that I wrote that's primarily about getting your life back on track and making your dreams and goals become a reality. And to be honest with you, I wrote this book as a result of people always constantly asking me for advice. I am a life coach, certified life coach, and I have done pastoral counseling. I have a degree in pastoral counseling, and this book has really set the tone for my career as a counselor. This book has this book has changed my life by the response of people, from everyday people down to people who are professionals. The response has been overwhelming, is really all I can say. Sometimes I can't even fathom the words, because when you are a writer, and for those of you out there that are writers that have produced any type of work, whether if it was for a book or a magazine or a blog, you take your work dear to you, like very dear to your heart, and I am one of those people. And venturing out, I'm not a first-time author. For those that were under that impression, I'm not a first-time author. This is the first time I've heavily marketed my work, as I have this year. My first two books were on spirituality. I'm a little tongue-tied. And the first book was The Purpose-Driven Prayer Life, which is not yet available in stores or online, but my other second one is, and that is Prayerology, the School of Prayer, which I happen to have an updated version right here. But Life Editing has been the book that has set the mark for me this particular year, and has made some outstanding changes. Within the first 30 days alone of me releasing this book, it sold over 500 copies in paperback, and that's not counting the ebook sales and things of that nature. And it was really overwhelming, because when you release a book, and yes, I may be known in certain circles for speaking, public speaking and entrepreneurship, and my hand is in a lot of different things. And although I may be known in certain areas, I never suspected that I would have gained the response that I gained. And to be honest with you, I really don't know who I'm thanking, because I don't know who made those purchases. But I just want to thank every person who made an effort to support me in my vision, in my dream, because if it wasn't for you guys, I would be sitting here twiddling my fingers wondering what I did wrong. At this point, I'm full of gratitude. Now, to some other person who is an author who has exceeded that and has done way better than that, congratulations, great. But for me, being the first time getting back on the market, selling my books, and doing it without all of the tools, in other words, that it would require to make it even a more successful project, I believe that that was a significant mark. It was one of the goals that I gave myself kind of 90 days to reach, and I reached it within the first 30. So I'm ecstatic about that. For those of you that have not purchased Life Editing, why not? Take a chance. It's available in Barnes & Noble. It's available on Amazon.com. For those of you that have a Kindle and an Amazon Prime account, you can borrow the book for free, the ebook version for free. And that is my testimony, my 30-day miracle. Some people have asked me what did I do to make those sales, and to be honest with you, I did nothing no different than most of you would do. The three things that I can tell you that I consistently did was, one, that I blogged about my book. I blogged about my book in written form on WordPress. I also did an e-blast to all of my contacts, my personal contacts, on my Gmail account, which happens to be my primary account that I use. And then I shared it on Facebook. I shared it on Facebook and shared it with everyone that I knew. And I posted links, backlinks to my books every day. I also posted links to my book in the Facebook groups, networking groups. And for those of you that are not aware, the networking groups at times can be a nuisance because you have everyone in there promoting something, promoting a cause. But if you do it with a style, or if you do it with a sensibility that makes it understanding what you're trying to do, rather than just posting links saying, hey, check this out. Let people know what your vision is. Let people know what your goals are. And that was one of the things that I did in sharing my information, or sharing the links to my book. I didn't just post a link and say, hey, buy my book, but I posted and said, hey, this is my first book for 2012. I have 2 others to come, and if you support this one, you will be a great part of what is to come with my future works. Because as a writer, it is not easy to always have the funds for everything that you need to do. And I've been grateful that God privileged me to start my own publishing company, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So things are getting progressively better, but it is not easy. So with all of the marketing that it requires, all of the editing, formatting, and it's a lot of work that goes into this. So I'm just saying to you guys, I'm grateful and I'm thankful. Thank you for your support. Remember to Google me, Life Editing Volume 1 by Dr. Michael McCain. Check me out on Amazon, and check me out at Barnes & Noble. I'm also available on other sites, but those are the primary 2 I'm using for now. Thank you so much for your support. Peace.